Sometimes, when we're in the classroom as educators or as facilitators, and as just adults, we look at our schedule and we think we have to hit everything right at the same time. Like it's snack time, now it's circle time, now it's this time. And we forget that for young children, they don't have that same internal clock that we have, that same sense of urgency that we have, right? Little kids are living on their own time, right? Their own timetables. And they're doing their own thing half the time. But providing them that time and that space to feel. Imagine how you felt in that moment when you were able to feel, just go through your emotions and then say, okay, now I'm ready, right? I'm ready to be a part of the classroom. That's a beautiful, beautiful thing that we can take into our adulthood and we can take into our classrooms and work with children that, yes, we can give them time and space to just be, to have wonder, which goes into what we're talking about today. You guys are so good at this. I don't even need to be here. You guys got this. What you have in your community and what you have at your disposal, right? It doesn't have to be these big, grandiose, crazy things that we have to do that are super expensive, right? You can go to the museum is usually free on certain days. You can go to the park and just show how beautiful everyday things are, right? Everything in our everyday life can be a beautiful learning experience. And that is part of our work here as educators too, right? Yes, we want to do big, exciting things for our students. We want to have the best materials. We want to have the best opportunities. But we also recognize that, we live in a world where that's not an everyday opportunity for all of us, right? Our students don't have the opportunity to go to Disneyland every single weekend, right? As much as we would love to do that for them, our students themselves may not have the funds and the resources to do that. And so where are the ways that we can find beauty in our everyday lives and our everyday experiences that we can share with children and that they can learn from? And we'll do a little bit of that today here too, as we go into the provocations portion of it. But yes, thank you. There's some beauty to that as well. I did a very interesting thing when I was up in Northern California. We went to a museum and they're like, we're gonna go do some nature bathing. And I was like, what? It wasn't what I thought. It was you go out in nature and you just be. And she facilitated this and she's like, yeah, we're just gonna touch a tree for a couple minutes. We're not gonna do anything. We're just gonna touch it and we're gonna listen to the leaves. We're gonna listen to the wind. We're gonna listen to the forest being the forest. And of all the things that I did in that town, that was my favorite. There is some really beautiful magic when we connect with trees and nature. And again, when we put away our own internal schedules and our timetables and our ideas that we have to do things on the dot, right? When we put that away for a moment and just experience being in a space, it is such a beautiful experience, right? I could feel, I could hear every little tree drop, like every little leaf drop. I could hear the squirrels, I could hear the pine cones. I could feel the energy from the tree by just putting my hands on it, right? And just imagine a kid just hugging a tree and just being in that moment, just allowing them to be. Fantastic.